Today teacher is going to continue the lesson. So in the last class we learnt about carbohydrates and also we did an experiment to find out the content of carbohydrate in the food we eat, isn't it? And hope you have understood that part. Today we are going into the next nutrient. What is that? It is called as protein. So protein is a nutrient which is present in certain food items what we eat. So it is a major constituent in the food item. So what is protein? How does protein help us? That is, in the absence of carbohydrate, protein gives us energy to do the different activities. So protein helps us in the development and growth of our body, and protein is essential for the formation of cells, hair and all the digestive juices in the body, and also it produces energy in the absence of carbohydrate. So if in a day we are not eating carbohydrate, what helps us to give energy? The protein gives us. We take different types of food like meat, fish, egg, all these things, isn't it? So protein is largely present in such food. For example, fish, meat, egg, milk and all the different pulses that we eat. Which are the pulses? We know rice, wheat, all these things are cereals, isn't it? And which are the pulses? Green gram, black gram, horse gram, dal, all these are pulses. So protein is highly contained in the different pulses what we eat, and also in the milk products and meat, fish, egg, etc. Okay. So what will happen if there is less protein in our body? Have you seen some children in Africa, in some places when they show in the TV, they would have shown children with malnutrition, isn't it? With a big stomach and a very thin, lean body, but their stomach will be protruded outside. That type of, it leads to that type of disease that is called as kwashiorkor disease. So the deficiency of protein leads to kwashiorkor disease. Now you have a table in your textbook. If you look into that table, you can see the food item is given there and the amount of protein in grams is given in the table. So if you go through that table, which is the food item which contains a lot of protein there? Yes, we can see that mutton, isn't it? Mutton, cashew nut, duck's egg, duck. All these contain a lot of protein, and above all we saw there is something else which contains more protein than these things. What is it? Green gram. What is green gram? You know, isn't it? During your noon meal in the school, they provide rice along with green gram. What is that? Cherupayar, what we call. So for your noon meal, don't you get green gram curry? So do you know, did you understand why we are providing pulses or green gram during your noon meal section? Yes, that is for you to get carbohydrates you get from rice and protein you get from green gram, which is given to you as a form of curry. So it contains lot of proteins. So now today we are going to do a small experiment. So to do that experiment, I have one of your friends with you. So she will come and join me here. So, you know, this is Chaitanya. So, she is a teacher's neighbor. So, she is come here. So, today's experiment with the help of teacher, Chaitanya is going to conduct. So, we are going to find out whether there is protein in green gram. And also, teacher told that protein is present in egg also, isn't it? So, I have egg with me and I have green gram with me. So, egg is there with me. I have beaten the egg and kept here. And I have powdered green gram with me. So we are going to do this experiment with the help of egg and green gram. Now for that we need two things. That is, one thing is caustic soda, or it is called as sodium hydroxide flakes. Did you see this? This is sodium hydroxide or caustic soda, and I have copper sulfate crystals with me. Now we have to prepare this. That is, first we have to prepare the copper sulfate solution and caustic soda solution with 1% thinned liquid form, isn't it? So how do we go prepare that? We have to take 1 gram of caustic soda with 99 gram of water to make 1% thin solution. So for that, I am going to take a tumbler. I have a little bit of water here. So I'm going to put a little water here in this and a pinch of caustic soda. Mix it. It should melt, okay? So now we have prepared 1% concentrated caustic soda or sodium hydroxide solution. Now we are going to prepare 1% concentrated copper sulfate solution. Hold this. So here, this is copper sulfate, blue color you can see. Now teacher is going to put in this. Now she will mix it. Okay. So now we have copper sulfate solution plus we have sodium hydroxide solution. So now what are we going to do? I have beaten egg here. So now first Chaitanya will add 2 or 3 drops of sodium hydroxide solution to it. After that you will add copper sulfate solution. And if it turns into purple color, that means this contains protein. For carbohydrate, we added iodine solution and it turned into dark blue color, isn't it? You have seen that. But for protein, if there is protein content when you add these two solutions to the food item, it must turn into purple color, violet color, purple. Okay. So now she is going to add. Enough. Now take this one. Purple color is coming, isn't it? So here you can see the color is changing into light purplish color. So here in this egg we know, because the color has changed, it contains protein. In the same way, now I have green gram powder. I have powdered green gram. For that we will do one thing. We will take this test tube. Then it is little bit easy. Hold this. We have taken this test tube. Now teacher is going to add first the sodium hydroxide solution. Hold this. Now I am going to mix copper sulfate solution. We can see it, hold it. Now what will we do? We will add a little bit of powdered green gram powder to it. We have added sodium hydroxide solution, then we added copper sulfate solution, and then when I added a pinch of green gran powder, see, it has changed into purple color. So what do we understand from this? What did we understand from this?
This green gram has
Green gram contains protein. Okay, so thank you, Chaitanya. So we have seen that protein is present in food items what we eat. So what is protein? There is a table given in your textbook on page number 60. Please take that. It is given there. Protein is a major food constituent that helps us in the development of growth of the body. So protein helps in the growth of the body, and protein is essential for the formation of cells. We have learned about cells, isn't it? Our body is made up of cells. So the formation of cells, the formation of hair, and the digestive juices. What are digestive juices? Inside our body, we have different digestive juices which helps in the digestion of our food. So to form all these things inside the body, protein is very essential, and it also produces energy in the absence of carbohydrate. So suppose you are not able to eat rice, if you eat egg or meat or fish more, then you will get more energy what the carbohydrate is giving us. So we learned that the carbohydrates contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. What does protein contain? It is there in your textbook. Protein contains hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. So protein is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. So it is needed in according to the weight of our body. So 1 gram per kilogram. So if your body weight is 1 kilogram, then you have to have 1 gram of protein in a day. So if you are 30 kilograms, your weight is 30 kilograms, and how much protein should you have in a day? 30 grams. So according to the weight of the body, we must have that much amount of protein in a day. So again, when your mother gives you fish and meat and egg, please don't make a fuss. You have to eat these things for the proper growth of our body. So with this, we learned about carbohydrates and protein. So if there is deficiency of protein, it leads to Kwashiorkor disease, which is very harmful for our body. So with this, I end the lesson, children. Thank you.